One Life to Live, Becky's evening of romance is ruined.
I don't think I can give 100% to a commitment.
Because Bo can't forget Delilah. And on the edge of night...
I want you to marry me.
What?
Everyone's getting married.
Will you marry me?
But does love have anything to do with it? One Life to Live, The Edge of Night, weekdays.
42nd Street, Broadway's all-time musical hit. Some seats available tomorrow night. Call Telecharge 246-0730.
Hi, I'm Joni Greggins, and I want to tell you about the new and exciting exercise program I've developed for Elaine Powers.
Everybody power science. It's gonna be fancy now.
You know, when they asked me to come back to Eyewitness News, I started thinking about all the things that we had been through together. And I also thought about all the things that we meant to one another. As corny as it may sound, I feel like this is family, and I really feel like I'm coming home.
Ernie Anastas is back on the 5 o'clock Eyewitness News.
Colgate women's game, Saturday night at 7.
My dear girl, will you please calm down? You'll be crashing against the walls next.
If only I could do something.
Well, you just have to be patient. Wait for events.
Oh, that's what I hate. That is what I hate. I like to make events. I do not like to be pushed around by them.
Don't I know?
Do you think I made the right choice?
Yes, well, once in your life, Raven, I think you did make the right choice. Or that is to say, the right choice was made for you. You know, there are times when I wish no one had told me the truth about all this.
Oh, I'm so glad you know. It's made it a lot easier for me. I have been going through hell. And it's going to get worse. If Ian does not renew his proposal, then Sky goes to prison until he's 110. We're going to be a great-looking couple then, won't we?
Yes. A bridegroom of 110 and a bride who's still in her 20s.
Ian will marry me. Ian is going to forgive me for New York.
You seem very positive about all this.
Well, like you said, I don't have any choice. If I want to be there when Ian finds the phone book, then I'm just going to have to be his wife.
And when the phone book is found, you'll have your marriage annulled, and then you'll become Mrs. Schuyler Whitney. Well, that's a very interesting scenario, Raven. I hope it works out that neatly.
Well, it's not going to work if Ian doesn't trust me. How could anybody not trust that face?
Ian! Come on in, come on in. Now, let me get you a drink.
No, thanks, Sky.
No, thanks. Well, wait just a moment. Wait till you see what I've got. You remember I told you about that ancient bottle of Chateau Rothschild that I had, the one that I thought had been stolen by the former occupant of the house? Well, I was rooting around down in the cellar before, and look at what I found.
Seems a shame to waste it on me.
Waste it? Well, I'm certainly not going to waste it on you. I mean, look at this. It's been uncorked. It's been breathing now for 45 minutes, just about, right? Waiting for you to get here.
Well, in that case, I can hardly refuse it.
Of course not. Of course you can't refuse. I can't think of anyone in the world I'd rather share this with than you.
Really?
Mm-hmm. You deserve it.
Why?
Well, because you've done me a great service, and this is a nice, tangible way of saying thank you.
Exactly what is it that you're thanking me for?
If it wasn't for you, Ian, I might have waited months or even years. But as it turns out, I asked Valerie to marry me last night. And, well, of course she said yes. Why do you think I'm so happy?
It's wonderful wine, Sky. It's absolutely wonderful. Let's just hope that both our marriages last as long as this wine has.
The Edge of Night is brought to you by new Lemon Fresh Joy for a beautiful shine without towel drying, and by Safeguard Deodorant Soap. People like Safeguard so much it's always the smallest soap in the house.
Just because I rode away for a free bar of Safeguard doesn't mean everyone else can use it.
Give me a break, Dad. One try and I was hooked on the lather. Anyway, it's a free bar.
Yeah. Why should you be the only one who gets all that Safeguard deodorant soap protection? I tried it. I liked it. I need it.
And don't forget, the fresh scent.
Well, what about these soaps you paid good money for?
They just don't have that combination of rich lather and great protection like Safeguard does. Here, it's a little small.
Better a small Safeguard than no Safeguard.
See for free how great Safeguard is. Write free Safeguard, Post Office Box 8000, Clinton, Iowa, for a bat-sized bar coupon. Then watch Safeguard become the smallest soap in your house.
My dishes are so beautiful they shine without towel drying.
Dishes shine. Really shine. And we don't have to dry.
Before I discovered
We discovered new Lemon Fresh Joy.
I had to dry.
Because with other leading brands would usually get spots.
Not with New Joy.
Only our New Joy leaves dishes practically spot-free.
Beautiful. And without a towel.
Fact is, other leading brands can dry leaving spots. New Joy's unique anti-spotting formula lets dishes dry practically spot-free, down to the shine.
That's beautiful.
Without a towel. So
We've discovered a whole new way to shine.
Try new Lemon Fresh Joy for a beautiful shine, without a towel.
See, when I came into the studio, I couldn't see very well. The whole place was dark, except for a patch of light over there by Nicole's desk.
The darkness wasn't the only reason you weren't seeing so well.
I know. Alcohol doesn't contribute to good vision. That's why I didn't really see who was standing here. I mean, I thought it was Nicole. Turned out to be Nora.
I see.
She was her usual sneering self. She was very delighted to see me in the condition I was in because it confirmed all the nasty things that she'd been saying about me being an irresponsible drunk.
That's when she told you that she was here to make the confession on tape?
Yes, and that Nicole was going to give her $25,000 in cash.
You didn't even question in your mind whether or not she was telling you the truth?
No, it seemed like the kind of thing Nicole might do.
You didn't wonder where Nicole was going to get $25,000?
I was not thinking logically, believe me. I was just so full of hate and anger.
Enough hate and anger to commit murder?
Yes.
You really want me to believe that you killed that woman?
Please, keep an open mind about this, will you? I mean, you said you might be able to help. All right, now look, I was standing out there, about over there. Nora didn't move. She was standing by the desk in her light like an actress giving a final performance.
Did you tell her that this was going to be her final performance?
I told her that I was not going to let Nicole go through with this. There was going to be no paid confession. And she said something about me being a drunken rapist, and I lost my head and I lunged for her.
And that's when the floor came up and hit you in the face.
I was so full of anger I could have strangled her right there and then. I just happened to be too clumsy and too drunk.
Well, so far your story coincides perfectly with Nicole's.
No, wait a minute. There's more. Look, I was lying right here, unconscious, but it couldn't have been for too long. I started coming around, and I heard Nora talking.
What was she saying?
She was making that tape. I know she was. Except she wasn't making any confession. She was just saying things to spite Nicole. So I must have gotten up off the floor.
Wait a minute. You must have gotten up.
I did. I know I did. All right, then I walked over here around this camera toward the desk. She couldn't have seen me because of the lights. The lights were probably blinding her, so she couldn't see me pick up a piece of cable.
Miles, I asked you a question. Do you actually remember what you are telling me now?
Derek, there was nobody else in the studio. We know that.
Miles, your story is full of holes.
It is the truth.
It's also the truth that Nicole came in here and found you unconscious.
I must have blacked out a second time.
Yeah, you must have. Been the trouble with what you've been telling me. It's everything is must have, must have been, might have been. You're fishing. Come on, you're trying to make the facts fit your theory.
I am telling you the truth as best I can.
Well, now you've told me and I've listened, and now I've got to go.
Oh, look, Derek.
Miles, we will talk about this again.
Come on in.
Am I interrupting your dinner plans or anything?
No, not at all. Micah's having a drink with Derek, and then I'm meeting him at the rock garden.
Oh, how nice. Is this your first time?
Yes. Let me have your coat. I've heard wonderful things about the place, so.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get Sky to take me there. Right now, he thinks it's too plebeian for him, but I'm sure he'll change his mind when I have a little more influence in his life.
Would you like something?
Yes, and actually, I brought my own. Something special.
Champagne. Something's up.
Yes, Skylar and I are engaged.
You're gonna marry him?
You look shocked. Look, I know a lot of people will be. Come on, let's get some glasses. You don't know how restrained I've been. How much I wanted to call you and tell you, but I decided no, I would come and give you the news in person.
I thought he valued his bachelorhood too much.
I know you did, and I know that's why you gave me all these warnings, but obviously he is the marrying kind.
Valerie, when did this all happen?
Just last night. So you see, I've waited this whole day to tell you. I think that is an amazing demonstration of willpower. Oh, Nancy, please, tell me it's all right. I know you don't think Sky's perfect, but he's perfect enough for me. I love him. I love him very much. And I want you to be happy for me, because I have never been so happy in my whole life.
You know, it's too bad in a way, Ian. That idea of yours for having a double wedding might have been a lot of fun.
Yes, it would have been nice. Although I always wonder if brides would like sharing the spotlight.
Yes, well, of course it's rather academic in my case. I mean, it's going to take Valerie and I quite a bit longer to get ready to be married than you and Raven.
You're not planning a long engagement by any chance, are you?
No, not at all. But you know how women can be. It takes them quite a while to get prepared, which is a euphemism for buying lots of new clothes.
Yes. But let me give you a word of warning, Sky. Follow my example. Don't let Val talk you into a long engagement. Be forceful with her. Choose a wedding date and make her stick to it. Will you promise me that?
I'll even drink to it, yeah.
Join the 30 million hands that have discovered the healin' feeling you get from Soft Sense skin lotion.
We like the way Soft Sense helps heal our rough, dry hands. And we like the way Soft Sense doesn't feel greasy.
Well, Soft Sense does both, working with oil-free softeners so you can really feel the healing. That's a Soft Sense healin' feeling. And it leaves your hands looking their best, feeling their best. So join the 30 million hands that have discovered the Soft Sense healin' feeling. 30 million hands can't be wrong.
There's so many Mexican-style tortilla chips today. For guacamole, this might be your favorite. And these for nachos. But how would they taste all by themselves? Try them, and then taste Tostitos brand tortilla chips. Tostitos have a lightly toasted corn taste that's delicious right out of the bag. That's why they're the best-tasting tortilla chips. And when you start with the best, everything tastes better. Tostitos, the best-tasting tortilla chips.
Baby?
Thank you. I need a drink. Let's get one of ours.
What would you like?
Something on the rocks. Scotch? Bourbon for me. On the rocks. I gotta tell you, I think the only word for it is pathetic. Miles was so desperate, I think he would have said anything to save his wife.
So his reenactment didn't impress you too much?
No. He didn't give me any facts that were new. He didn't do anything to convince me that his confession was any more the truth. He didn't even remember anything about the most important moment of that evening.
The murder itself?
Yes.
Of course, Nicole also claims to have suffered from a brief blackout, too.
But Nicole does remember actually having the murder weapon in her hand.
Which makes her story more believable. Miles didn't change your mind, then?
No, he didn't, not at all. So what's happening with Raven's situation?
Nothing new. Cameron is waiting by the phone with bated breath, hoping to hear about a wedding But don't ask me about Raven's attitude, please.
Well, no, I know something. I know that Sky and Val went out to dinner the other night. I was in her studio when he called.
So he's back on track again?
He is back on track. I didn't enjoy seeing the smile on her face when he called.
Well, she is infatuated with him. It's painful to think about the rude awakening she's going to have.
Yeah. Listen, I didn't tell you. I went to a disco last night.
No kidding. Glad to hear you're getting out in the world again.
No, wait a minute. I don't know if the video disco is the world. If it is, the world's certainly become a weird place.
Oh, yes, I've heard about it. I don't think I'll be able to get Nancy to try it.
No? No, at least I can say I tried it.
Sounds like you didn't enjoy it too much.
I think I might have gone there with the wrong attitude. I know I went there with the wrong suit. I was wearing a business suit. I stuck out like a sore thumb.
You probably caused a sensation. Didn't the kids ask you, hey, where'd you get those funky duds, man?
As a matter of fact, one guy did come up and talk to me. I think he was the manager of the place. He was trying to give me lessons on how to stay loose and how to stay cool so I'd have a little fun.
Not bad advice, Derek.
Actually, that was the same advice I'd just gotten from Valerie.
Well, you've gotten it from me and from Nancy. You work too hard and you don't go out enough, Derek.
What do you think I should do? Buy an electrified blue shirt and some cowboy boots with batteries in them?
Why not? Then you could go back to the video disco and melt right into the crowd. Did you see anybody you knew there, at least?
It's a funny thing you say that. Maybe, yeah, the guy who ran that place. I thought he looked familiar. Now I know where I saw him.
Another disco?
No, in a police lineup.
Just for a second. Let me turn this chicken on. I got you. Now I got you. Whoa. Huh?
The chicken?
We left it soaking. Mom got spaced out, huh, Dad?
Won't the chicken taste greasy?
Not with Crisco oil. Great.
Not greasy.
Told you. Space cadets.
Crisco oil for fried foods that taste great, not greasy.
Hug me, squeeze me.
Mr. Whitmore?
Huh?
You've changed. You're not out here saying, please don't squeeze the Charmin.
No one ever listened? Oh. But squeezing got you to try Charmin. The softness keeps you coming back. How soft is Charmin? Watch. Drop a fragile egg. But on Charmin, it won't break, because Charmin's so cushiony, so squeezably soft. Charmin, the squeezing gets you, the softness keeps you.
Stop fiddling.
I'm not. I'm scratching. My shirt's not soft like before. And where's that fresh smell?
Well, I just washed it. You didn't use Downy. There's a big difference without the softener.
Only Downy combines skin-loving softness with April freshness. Makes static cling almost disappear.
Tonight's the night.
Mom, it's softer. And it smells good.
They sure notice when you use Downy. And I noticed a smile.
April Fresh Downy.
And that's why I'm grateful to Derek Mallory. He stopped me from saying something stupid.
Why were you going to say it?
Sometimes I look at us and I wonder whether we're actually right for each other.
Don't start that again, Sky.
It's just, Valerie, that you're a very sweet and a decent person, and I'm
What?
what I am. I'm selfish, self-centered. I'm used to getting my own way.
Okay, so you're not perfect. Why don't you look at the good side for a change?
All right. I'm just trying to get used to what you're going to hear from people when they find out we're engaged.
What?
Yeah, they're going to say, now, what is a nice girl like that marrying that spoiled brat Sky Whitney for, anyway?
I don't care what they're going to say. Do you?
Frankly, I don't give a damn either. But I want you to marry me. If you'll have me.
Can I come in?
Hi, Val. Dear.
Hi.
I was just thinking about you.
Well, what a coincidence. I was thinking about you, too. I hope your thoughts were as good as mine.
Oh, probably better. I didn't expect you here today.
I know. Well, I was going to go straight home, and then my car made this left and this right and this left, and suddenly I was in your driveway.
Uh-oh. Better have that car checked. Huh?
I know. I think actually that it needs a ring job. You know, like someone else I know. Oh, I had to see you. I had to make sure I wasn't dreaming last night. You did propose to me, didn't you?
Last night? Propose? No, I think you must have been dreaming. I don't remember. Oh, no, wait a minute. I'm tickling. I give. All right. Yeah, I think I did mention something about a marriage.
Oh, and they were the 4 most beautiful words I've ever heard. Right now, 3 would do.
I love you.
That was worth the trip. Have you told anybody yet?
Well, yeah, I have one person.
Who?
Ian. He stopped by for a couple minutes, and I guess it was stupid thinking I could keep it from him. He must have seen it in my face.
Well, I told one person, too. I just came from seeing Nancy.
Yeah.
But don't worry. She's going to keep it strictly off the record.
Oh, it wasn't an item for the newspaper or anything? Okay. Well, why don't we keep it like that for a while? Let's not spoil it by telling people. We'll make a big announcement later on.
Like, have a big party?
Yeah. We'll have a party. And until then, we'll just keep it to ourselves.
Okay. Oh, that'll be fun. I want to spring it on the world. I want the whole world to know how happy I am.
The whole world will. I promise.
Okay, so promise me one more thing. We won't have a long, boring engagement.
No, well, of course not, but I mean, it's going to take you time to buy things and make arrangements.
I don't
and that
have
sort
to
of...
do anything except love you. So let's get married soon. Skylar, promise?
Why couldn't Ian have opened that package and found a great big fat roll of microfilm?
And what would you have done then?
I wouldn't have had to do anything, because I'm sure Cameron had a couple of people following us around. I would have said, hey, he's got the phone book, and boom, they would have had him like that.
And then he would have gone to prison.
Well, he's a spy. He deserves it. After all, if Skylar goes to prison, it'll be his fault. He's the one that put those papers in his safe.
Are you absolutely sure of that?
Well, they think he did. Oh, Geraldine, you know, I really don't like the idea of Ian going to prison either.
I think I'll disappear. I'm sure he'd rather talk to you alone.
Hello?
May I come in?
Oh, you, please. Can I get you anything? A drink or something?
No, this is one of those occasions when I prefer to remain cold sober.
That sounds ominous.
No, that's not the right word. Right. I know I've done this before, but this time is different. And really very much more important to me.
Yes?
I'd like to ask you a question. It's a question you've already answered. But this time I'd like an honest answer. Will you marry me?
My little Jamie's come down with a fever. The doctor said no aspirin for Jamie. So I just bought him this. New Children's Anacin 3. It's 100% aspirin-free.
Introducing Children's Anacin 3, 100% aspirin-free and reduces children's fever fast.
Say, honey, you look like you feel a lot better. And that makes me feel a lot better.
With the aspirin-free medicine doctors recommend most, trust New Children's Anacin 3, 100% aspirin-free.
Time to make the donut. The donut. It isn't easy owning a Dunkin' Donuts. Time to make the donut. Because unlike most supermarkets, we make our donuts fresh day and night.
The guys who make supermarket donuts are still in bed. Plain donuts aren't enough. 5 kinds.
Of course, when you make donuts this good, there is one reward. They taste so great. Good
morning, folks.
People buy an awful lot of them.
On
Ryan's Hope.
I thought those days in your apartment were too good to be true.
Nothing's good that's based on a misrepresentation.
You arrogant, you...
Ryan's Hope.
I guess I shouldn't be surprised that people like him would work in places like that, but just the same, maybe my next visit should be an official one.
Come on, Derek, you're assuming too much. Just because it's a place where young people hang out doesn't mean it's a den of iniquity.
Mike, you know as well as I do, you scratch the surface of most discos, you're going to find drugs and God knows what else.
I think that's a bit cynical.
Well, I'm a bit cynical.
That manager of the place you told me about, do you remember why he was in the police lineup?
No, I don't. My memory's not that good, but I do remember it was a long time ago. I wonder if he's been in any other lineup since then.
Excuse me. Mr. Carr, you have a telephone call.
Oh, thank you. Excuse me, sure.
Right over there.
Hello?
Hi, honey. It's May.
Oh, any problem about meeting me later?
No, I'll be there. I just thought that you should hear this news before I get there, because Derek is with you. He is there, isn't he?
Yes, but he can't hear me.
Valerie came by. Sky proposed to her.
You're not serious.
Why? I want to know why.
I'd like to know why, too, Nancy. And I'll do my best to find out, I promise you. I'm very proud of myself, you know. Not many men get accepted twice for the same proposal.
Well, not many women get 2 proposals from such a wonderful man.
But there's one condition.
What?
I want to get married now. No engagement. Just as soon as we can find somebody to perform the ceremony.
That's fine with me, but we're going to have some kind of a reception or Geraldine will really get angry.
Yes, of course. She's been so kind to us. Where is she?
She's in the bedroom.
Ask her to come out.
Okay. Geraldine, could you come out here for a second?
Yes, dear. What is it?
Ian wants to ask you something.
Yes, Ian.
Hello, Geraldine. I have great pleasure in telling you that Raven and I have decided to get married after all.
Oh. Well, I'm very happy to hear that.
However, we will ask your able assistance. And that is, could you arrange for the wedding to take place tomorrow?
Now through Saturday, Sears Spring Saving Sale blossoms with 40 pages and a store full of buys. Like this permanent press washer, only $299.95. This Kenmore dryer, $249.95. Save $70 in this Sears Best automatic camera outfit. This special purchase carpet in 8 colors is just $9.99 a square yard. Here's a 90-piece Craftsman tool set, only $88. Pick diamonds in 14-karat gold, now 1/3 to 1/2 off. But hurry, Saturday is the last day for the Spring Saving Sale at Sears.
This is David Hartman. Tomorrow in Good Morning America, Michael Learned tells about life after the Waltons. Also, Eric Estrada. Next week, Tony Geary of General Hospital and Richard Chamberlain of the Thornbirds on Good Morning America.
Tonight, an astronaut stumbles upon an unknown planet while exploring the universe and falls in love with a beautiful princess on the dazzling musical special, The Magic Planet. Then Henry's new portrait paints a haunting picture, Too Close for Comfort. After, on a scale of 10, Sam scores himself 0 as a lover, making Molly's spirits sink even lower on It Takes Two. Tonight on ABC.
Tonight on ABC's World News Tonight, police and blacks in Miami struggle to diffuse tension over alleged racial confrontations.
We have a very sound use of deadly force policy.
I ain't got nothing. Don't want to be shot.
ABC News, uniquely qualified to bring you the world.
Capture the thrill and excitement of the world's largest track and field competition for women. Highlights of the Colgate Women's Games Saturday at 7. Good afternoon, I'm Ernie Anastas. Coming up today at 5 o'clock, unexpected trouble at St. Patrick's Day Parade. A truck got on the parade route, speeding down 5th Avenue, hitting at least 15 people. Watch. It was incredible. I was there, and we'll have a complete report. Also, an explosion at Fort Dix. It just happened. 4 people.
One man's ambition.
You're the stuff cardinals are made over of.
One woman's desire.
What have you done to me? What might you do to me if I let you?
2 lives on a collision course with destiny.
This was the sacrifice.
2 lifetimes of ecstasy and torment.
What I wouldn't give if she were yours instead of Luke's.
An unforgettable story from generation to generation.
I can live forever on those few days with Ralph if I have to.
The Thornbirds, premiering Sunday, March 27th.
Some places have so many specialties, nothing special.
I want to go home.
Which is the fish and which is the chicken?
They look the same.
Hold it up to my eyes, I can't tell. Enjoy your meal.
At Kentucky Fried Chicken,
Enjoy your meal.
we don't try to do everything. We concentrate on chicken made the Colonel's special way and cooked up fresh all through the day.
Now this is special.
No doubt about it.
Kentucky Fried Chicken, we do chicken right.
Every day, no matter how young you are, old dead cells dull your face. That's why a dermatologist developed Buff Puff. Bring back the healthy glow of younger skin. Every day, buff it away. Gently cleanse away old dead cells. Buff up younger, healthier looking skin.